So the first step, I will go very slowly. First step, go to your home folder. Just cd tilde. Okay. Go to your home folder. Done. Now we will type foam. So that will take you to our installation folder. Okay. Fine. Now we will go to a folder where the existing solvers of OpenFOAM are located. Okay. So you can go to there by simply typing SOL, which will take you to the solver directory of the installed OpenFOAM. Have you gone there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we'll do is we will see what are the different solvers which are located in OpenFOAM, right? So for Laplacian form, which is a simple Laplace equation, we will just copy a template, which is a template for basic transport equation, and we will modify that code to our Laplace equation. So just go to cd the folder basic. Okay. And then see the content. You will have a folder called scalar transport form. Okay. So what we will do is we will go to this cd scalar transport form and see the content. So this is the same content that I already showed you, right? So there is a .c file, which is the main code. There is a .h file, which is the main header file, and there is a make folder. Everybody is seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now go to the make file. Sorry. And see the content. So as I showed, this make file has two files. Make folder has two files. One is files, another is option. Okay. Right. So I will show you how to modify it. But first, let us copy this total scalar transport folder, scalar transport form folder, by going out of this folder. Cd dot dot is takes you out of the folder. So we will copy it to our user directory. Okay. For modifying it and then compiling it to a new code. That is the aim of this session. Okay. So for that we will do cp, and since it is a folder we will do -r, and which folder we want to copy, we will do scalar transport form, and then the destination. So where is the destination? The destination would be my form use form. Okay, so let's say go by this. So $home, then OpenFOAM, then I have a folder called CBOS 1991-7, then I have application. Okay, so this is the path where I want to copy. Is that clear?
So, Dr. Chandan Bose, can we copy it into our run directory? Will that work?
No, run directory is specified for your tutorial cases where you will be running the tutorials. But please remember that we are not running, we are first developing a code. So that should first be compiled and linked to the existing executables of OpenFOAM. Okay. So for that we have, it is basically, I would say that it is a instruction to follow this. So you create an application folder in your user directory and develop all your codes there. And within run, we can test those solver using a tutorial case. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I will just copy this. Okay, sorry. If we go back to that location, which is cd home and then OpenFOAM and then CBOS 1991-7 and then applications. Okay. I will see that this case has been copied. Okay. Scalar transport form. So please let me know if everybody has got it. just assume that this is my new Laplacian form solver. Okay, so let's go into that folder, and as I've already shown you that there is a .c file which we will modify. Okay, fine. So let us now go into the source code. As I told, this is the main source code which we will modify. So first rename this source code by just moving. Okay, so it maybe, so I will just rename it to be new Laplacian form .c. Okay, great. So now if I see that I have renamed it, and this is the code that will be modifying. This is new. Yeah. So now we have this folder in our user directory, and we have a main code new Laplacian form .c. Okay. So now let us go into the code and modify it. And the next step would be we will compile the modified code, and the lastly we will use this code to run a tutorial case and see whether that tutorial is able to find our newly compiled code. Okay, so just let us see what is there inside. Okay, so I am using the nano editor. You are free to use gedit or vim or any other type of editor that you are using. Can you open this .c file and see the content?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is a practice. It is a good practice of coding to, you know, to have a good comment. So I will quickly write everything because this is my habit. So this is application new Laplacian form.c, and okay, so it solves nothing but the Laplacian equation. Okay, so solves the Laplace equation. Okay, that's all. Great. So now we are ready to modify. So you can see that like any other C++ code, what we have here is first the has include header files. Okay, like in the normal C++ code, you would have some other header file like input output std, but since here the namespace is form, the main file for using the CFD capabilities already written in OpenFOAM, we have to add this header files fvcfd.h. Okay, and these are some other controls. We will compile and remove whatever is not necessary, but it is already there. So these are some of the header files, and then the main code starts from here. Okay, with some argument. So int is the type of the argument, and main is the main C++ code that we are starting, and which has some argument. Okay, and within the main code we have some other header files. So all these header files are some definitions and declaration we need for our governing equation. But since we will see what we need and what we do not, and we will remove that. So first let us come to the governing equation, okay, which you have already seen in Dr. Janani's lecture. Okay, so basically we are going to solve first this 1D equation, which is a Laplace equation, dou square t dou x square equal to 0. Okay, so this t is the temperature here, and it's a one-dimensional Laplace equation. So the only variable here is field variable is temperature, but the only coordinate system here is the x-axis. So we will be solving this problem. So assume that this is a rod, and which is starting from x equal to 0 to x equal to, let's say, 1 meter or 10 meters, some value. And then since it's a second order partial differential equation, we would be needing two boundary condition. It's a boundary value problem, right? So at the inlet or at x equal to 0, we need a temperature value, and at the outlet we need another temperature value. So because of this gradient, there will be heat conduction within this pipe, and basically we will solve that. So the basic equation is this, and then if we increase the dimensionality, instead of a rod it will be a plate in 2D, and it will be a cube in 3D. So basically it's the same Laplace equation, which depending on the reduced domain. So either you are solving it in one dimension, in one direction, or 2 dimension or 3 dimension. So is it clear what governing equation we are going to solve? Please let me know if it is not clear. If it is clear, please say yes.
Sir, if you could go over it once again.
Okay, so in this Laplacian solver, as you have already seen that we need a governing equation, right? So in previous session, you saw that we are solving a Navier-Stokes equation, which has a continuity equation and a momentum equation. But here we are writing a solver from scratch. So we are taking only one governing equation, which is a equation of the temperature. And you know that the Laplace equation is nothing but dou square t dou x square plus dou square t dou y square plus dou square t dou z square equal to 0. That is Laplacian of t, which you have learned in the previous session. So this is our governing equation, and we will write this solver, and I will show you how this solver solves this equation over a rod. So how it solves the heat transfer, heat conduction within a rod, depending on the difference in the temperature in the inlet and the outlet. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. So let us go back to the code. Okay. So I hope that you are all seeing this code in your computer or my screen. So here with this while loop, my main governing equation is there. And since I have already copied a scalar transport form code from OpenFOAM, it is a complete different governing equation. Okay. So we will now modify whatever we need. Okay. So you have seen we need just Laplacian of t equal to 0. That is my governing equation. So for that, let us start modifying. So this time derivative term we do not need now. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm deleting the time derivative term. Now I'm deleting the divergence term. I do not need it now, right? Sorry. Okay. So this is my only equation. So it belongs to the class of FVM. So since it is not, there is no time derivative, I mean, this is implicit in nature. So we are using FVM and we are using the Laplacian operator of OpenFOAM, and we are just using Laplacian of t. We do not have any diffusion coefficient at this moment. Okay. So, and since we do not need this thing also, so we are just okay. So this is my t equation, which is FVM of Laplacian of t. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my equation now. So we will try to compile it and see if it is giving some error. It may give some error, then we have to debug. So when working with OpenFOAM code, it is a good idea to change in steps and see the error and debug the error. Okay. So at this moment, this is my governing equation, which I want to actually solve, right? So I hope that this also doesn't give error. So let us see. If there is a syntax problem, we will get some error. So I will save the code. Don't forget to save the code. I will save the code, and let's say I have changed very delta modification. It is a new C++ code that I have written. Okay. And which has only the Laplacian of t equal to 0. Okay. Now let us quickly do the same compilation procedure. Okay. Before that, let us check the make folder. So if I go to the make folder, I see that I have files. Now open the files. Okay. I will see that the code name is still scalar transport form, which I have to change to my new name that I have given. So I am giving as new Laplacian form.c, and the same thing I will change here. So the execution, you can see, so the code name should be exactly what you are giving. Okay. So new Laplacian form. Okay. Now this is important. Why I have shown you this form app bean is where your OpenFOAM already existing codes are executables are located. But now you are compiling in your user directory. So we have to change it to form user app bin. Okay, from foam app bin. Okay, so now we are all set to go. So we have a new solver name, new Laplacian foam.c. Now we have changed the directory foam user app bin, and then the executable will be named like this, new Laplacian foam. Okay, and save it. Anybody has any problem up till until this?
So what was the name that you gave to the file? New Laplacian bin.
New here I am. Can you see my screen? New
Okay, okay,
Laplacian foam.c. You can
Okay.
give any name you want. I'm just giving my name. Okay. So now let us see the option file. So okay, within option you can see that, as I told, there is two functionalities. One is I. So this I stands for including the existing capabilities of OpenFOAM. Okay, so we need finite volume capability, we need mesh tools, we need sampling. We may or may not need this, but let us not change it because this will serve our purpose. Okay, so these are the background of the header file fvcfd.h that we are including in our code. Okay, and then your executable should be linked with the OpenFOAM's existing executables, which are finite volume, FV option, mesh tools, and sampling. Okay, so we are not changing anything here as of now. Okay, so now let us compile our new code and see what error we are getting. So I expect to get some error, and let us see if we are getting anything. So we will be going out from this folder, and in this main directory scalar transport form, what we'll do is first I'll do wclean. So now this should work for you because you have the make folder as well as you have the code, right? Is it working for you,
Yes, sir. Yes.
everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us do wmake. Let us see what error comes. Okay, so it is compiling with the G++ compiler, you can notice. Okay, and standard C++11. Okay, so just wait a bit and let me know also if you are getting any errors. And if you have any other doubts till now.
Sir, I'm getting an error. No rule to make target. And
That
some
means
path.
that is the permission issue. So either you have not installed your main OpenFOAM in OPT folder, or if you are installing in home folder, you should change your permission of your operating system.
Sir,
So
I'm not getting
that's a
any error.
permission denied. So that's great. So you could compile it. There is no error. It's
Sir, it's
taking some.
compliant.
Okay, very good. I mean, just wait. My computer is a bit slow. It came. Okay, so now you can see that my new Laplacian foam executable is stored in this bin folder. So everybody is clear up to this step? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Go back to the folder and see what is the header file. Okay, so now I have a .c file. Now let us look at what is there in this header file. What are the definitions and declaration that we have defined? Okay, so open that, create fields.h. Okay, so you can see that this is giving us an info that we are reading the file temperature, and this is the basic input output object registry of OpenFOAM. Okay, so we are actually reading a variable called t, which will come from the initial and boundary condition stored in the 0 folder, right? And it will be solved for runtime and on the mesh, and it should must read. So what does this must read command mean? That means that you have to have this entity in your initial and boundary condition, okay, in the 0 folder. Otherwise it will show error. Is that clear? And auto write means it will write the solution of this t.
Hello,
Right?
sir. Could you repeat the thing? Explain the code once again.
So this is the create fields.h, which is the associated header file of our .c code. Okay. So we are looking into it, like what definitions or declarations we have given. So the first declaration is we are reading a volume scalar field, which is a scalar over a volume. And why volume? Because OpenFOAM solves the equations in 3D by default. Okay. So that's why it is a volume scalar field and it is a capital T. Let's say we are solving dou square T dou x square equal to 0, right? So this is the field variable T. Sorry. And we are reading it. So that from the initial and boundary condition located in 0 folder, as I will show. So that's why it is must read. But then coming to the next things, we do not need velocity, right? So we will delete all this. So we do not need velocity. Then here there is no diffusivity constant. So we do not need any transport properties also. Okay. So what we need is we only need this temperature equation. So I will delete everything. So you can delete everything. I mean, I should have commented other than deleting, but it's okay. So yeah, so now you can see that I have only this T because I need only field variable T. Now this create phi comes from the velocity flux, so I also do not need it. So I will comment it. And for the time being, I do not need any FV option also, so I am commenting it. So please note that for commenting as C++ in a single line, we just give double slash, okay? And I am saving it. Okay. So I hope that you modified the create fields.h. So we need only temperature from there. We do not need anything else because this is a Laplacian equation, which is dou square T dou x square equal to 0. Okay. So now,
sir, how to exit a nano file, sir?
Control X. Then if
Okay,
you are
sir.
saving yes or no, then enter.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So great. So now I have modified the C file, modified the header file, but we have deleted many things from the header file, which should pop up some errors. So for doing that, we will compile it again. So let us do wclean and do wmake.
Sir, can you reopen the create file.h so I can verify my code at the last stage?
Okay, so let it compile first. I have already started compiling. Okay, so it will surely give some error and let me know what errors you get. Okay, I've got my error. Okay, so if you can see that we are getting error in the current number.h code at this line number, and the phi was not declared because I deleted everything related to the velocity, and we are also getting another error on FV options because I have not defined any FV options. So this error, understanding these errors is very important. So before I go further, I will open this create fields.h. Yeah, please see. So I have only kept the comment line, which is reading field capital T, then the input output object for temperature, volume scalar field T, IO object, and then I've deleted everything or commented everything. You can comment or delete. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is it fine? Can I
Yeah,
close it?
fine. Yeah, sure. Thank
Okay.
you.
So now while compiling it again, we have got two errors, right? So to debug it, we have to modify the source code again. So let us go to the source code. Now this is my modified source code. Here you can see that this fv option.h is there. That's why it is creating error because we have deleted it from the header file and we do not need it actually for this. So I'm deleting it. Then the next thing is here, include current number.h. We do not need it because we do not have any velocity here. So current number cannot be calculated. So we comment that out. And set root case list is needed, create time, create mesh, create fields. These are this is the header file that we are actually modifying. So these are all needed, and we can just modify this comment also, just calculating scalar transport. We can write calculating Laplace equation, okay, and then that's all. That's okay. Runtime. Okay, so our equation is this, and okay, here two other FV options are there. We are not using any relaxation factor as of now, so I am commenting it. So this is using the relaxation factor. Now I am commenting the FV option also, but this is the important equation where it is solving the matrix equation, right? So this is basically T equation solved. It is solving the matrix equation which is needed. And then this next FV option also I do not need at this stage for Laplacian equation, okay? And then it is writing runtime.write. That's all. So anybody has any questions in this source code, in this basic Laplacian solver, what I wrote? Please tell me now, it's very important. Okay. And I'm saving it, yes. Right, so here actually you can see the errors. In previous compilation we got errors related to FV option and we got errors related to Courant number. So we understood from this report and then we modified it. Okay, now do wclean and now do wmake. So you also learned how to debug your problems. When you are writing a solver, you are developing something, you will actually commit n number of errors. So you have to understand the error and rectify it. Okay. So now you can see that we have a compiled executable new Laplacian form in the bin folder of our user directory. Great. We are ready to go now. Okay.